took a picture of my back, and guys, I was shocked. I was like, is that my back? I can't believe how this whole game changed my look. I can't believe that. Listen, if you're anti being skinny, anti losing weight, this video isn't for you. If you want to lose weight, if you want to go back to being skinny, being slim like you were 10 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, this video is for you. I lost 10 kg. 10 kg. At one point in my life, like a year ago, I would call myself fat. And maybe some of you, when you see the pictures, because I will show you the pictures, and maybe some of you will be like, it's not that bad. I look like this right now. I look like this. Listen, I was always a super skinny girl. Always, until I've reached my early 20s. I slowly started to gain some weight, and I was happy at that point. But wait, before I dive into this video, let me tell you something. I lost 10 kg, and in this video I will give you everything I did to do that. I was really desperate at one point until I found this method. It's a bit controversial, but it worked for me. It worked so well that I decided to give you the tea. I decided to share it with you. So if you're anti being skinny, anti losing weight, anti talking about being slim, the benefits of being slim, this video isn't for you. Like, for sure, this video isn't for you. You will come here, you will say nasty thing in the comment section, you will be rude to people. So don't watch this. You want to have a nice day, you want to have a beautiful day, and I think if you're anti being skinny, this video will ruin your day. So don't do it. Let's dive into this. Okay, I'm Caribbean. So if you know something about the Caribbean beauty standard, being thick, being a bit more chubby is the beauty standard. As a woman, you should have hips, boobs, you should be full to be considered beautiful. For me, at that time, growing up in my teens and early 20s, I wouldn't say I wasn't beautiful, because I'm a baddie. But but to be honest, the beauty standard where I'm from is not skinny, so you won't be considered a baddie. Okay, let's keep it real here. Okay, you will see a young skinny girl in these kind of cultures. In my culture, they will try to gain weight. That's exactly what I was trying to do growing up. I took pills, I was eating massive amount, I was eating a lot, and I still didn't gain any weight. Maybe I didn't have the genes, I don't know, to gain weight at that point. So I was always, I stayed skinny until my early 20s. Until my early 20s, then I started gaining weight. And I remember being so happy. And in my early 20s, I was, I think, 22 or 23 when I came to Europe, when I moved to Europe. So at that point, I was gaining a bit of weight. When I came to Europe, I was gaining weight faster and faster. And it wasn't like I was getting like, it was getting out of hand or something, but I saw that I was growing into a woman. It was nice at the beginning. It was nice, and everybody was giving me compliments. All or at least black people. And I liked it because I was like never, it was the first point in my life that I really gained some weight. And getting the body I always wanted in my early 20s. So I was happy. But at one point, I saw that the weight I was gaining started concentrating in my belly, in my belly area, in my waist, and the back, my upper arms, and my back. And I didn't like that a bit. And I hated that, to be honest. I hated that because when I was taking pictures from the back, or when I saw myself in pictures, I was like, why is my back, why are my upper arms so big? My back is so broad, my shoulders are so broad, because I'm naturally athletic. I have broad shoulders, thinner hips. I don't have like a curvy waist area. You know what I mean? So when I was gaining weight, when the weight started concentrating on my shoulders and my upper arms, you can imagine what I was starting to look like, not having hips and not having any accentuation in my waist area. So it wasn't looking good, and it was getting more and more, and I started getting a little bit more unhappy with what I look like. I was like, but what do you want? Do you want to be skinny or do you want to gain some weight? And I was like, no, at that point, I shouldn't be gaining any more weight. But I was never, because I always was able to eat whatever I want and not gaining weight. It was very difficult to all of the sudden starting to be mindful of what I was eating, to eat healthy. It was so much effort. I did a lot of things to lose the weight. And people would say to me, I remember people would say to me like, oh, but no, you're perfect like you are. You don't have to do anything anymore. Look at you. You remember when you were this skinny, and look at you now. You have such a nice body. And I was like, I actually like the way I was before. This is starting to getting out of hand. And when I was skinny, I could wear whatever I want. It was so easy shopping, getting clothes. Most of the time, I didn't even have to try on clothes. I could buy something and it would fit perfectly. And these small things like shopping, I know during the summer my thighs would get very sore because my thighs were rubbing against each other, and I was like, how did I get to this point? Like how? And I hated it. I know there are people out there, because people will be like, I'm skinny and my thighs still rub, and no, for me it wasn't like that. I mean, my thighs didn't reach each other. I had this gap. So for me, growing into that woman with thighs that rub against each other was mind blowing to me. It was really mind blowing, and it made me very very sad. So I knew for myself, it wasn't the body I was feeling good in. It wasn't the body I was feeling comfortable in. So I had to do something to get the old me back and to be happy again. So I start with going to the gym and eating healthier. At this point, I start being more mindful with my veggies, my greens, and I saw some results, but it wasn't like I was wowed. And I know to become more healthy and have a slimmer body, to lose weight, it's not, you won't reach that in one day. So I understand that. I started going to the gym, I had a personal trainer. She was very good. She saw results. My body was getting more toned. But then COVID, COVID came, and I started growing and growing, and I was at one point I was so unhappy with myself, and I was like, no, I really have to do something, and I started fasting. Maybe there are people out there who do this and they are very determined and very motivated and it works for them, but for me it didn't work. Um, and I think I wasn't that motivated because I was feeling fat, but I wasn't big. I would get comments like, "Oh, you don't have to lose weight. You're perfect. If you have to lose weight, then I have to go. I have to get the surgery. I have to go get a weight loss surgery. If you're talking about losing weight." So people were very very motivating at this point. I know they think they are helping, but they're not. And I have to say, because people will say, people will think you don't have a healthy relationship with your body, but that's not the point here. It's not about having a healthy relationship with your body. It's not about hating your body. It's not. It's completely not the point. It's about being happy in your body. And if being slim is if being slim is what makes you happy, then it's okay. As you can hear, I wasn't gaining any progress at this point. I did fasting, one meal a day. I did track my calories. Not for me. That wasn't working for me. And that's important with losing weight, is that you find a way, find a diet or a lifestyle, because I don't really believe in diet, I believe in lifestyle. If you want to lose weight, especially if you want to lose a lot of weight, it has to become a lifestyle for you. Don't see it as a diet, see it as a long-term a way of living, a long-term lifestyle, because that will help you to lose the weight and keep it off. All the diets I was doing were kind of crash diets, and the moment you go back to eating the way you were eating, all the weight will come on again. You will gain all the weight again, and you will gain it double. Another thing I saw is that you have to be mindful of your lifestyle, and by lifestyle I mean your way of living. Consider everything. Like, what time do you go to work? Are you a breakfast person? Are you a lunch person? What do you like to eat for dinner? What are the things you really can't live about? And if they are very unhealthy, how can you manage it to be a bit more healthy, so you can have it and not crash out? That's very important to know about yourself when starting a diet. It shouldn't take a lot of effort for me, and I found that thing that didn't take so much effort. And you will see the devil will always be there in a corner, checking you out, striking at the right point. Because what happened? I got pregnant. I got pregnant, and you know, when you're getting pregnant, hormones out of balance, and I started gaining weight again. And so when unfortunately, it was a not a sad story, but I lost the pregnancy, but I was still big, of course. So after this, I was like, this is the moment that I have to do this. I had pain in my shoulder, in my back. I remembered, so I asked my husband to take a picture because I wanted to know if I had a blood extortion there. And he took a picture of my back, and guys, I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, is that mine? Is that my back? It, does my back look like this? Is it that? Oh my God! I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed, so in shock. I forgot about the pain completely. Completely. I was like, huh? I'm thinking about this pain, but I have bigger issues. Look at this back. Look at this bag, how big and broad. It isn't me. This isn't me. How did I get to this point? And I hate it. I don't hate myself, but I hate the way I'm looking at this point. This isn't me. So I have to change. I have to do something to change my story, to change my look completely. So I started keto. And at the beginning, I started with low carb because keto is a form of low carb, and that means eating less sugars, less carbohydrates than I was eating before. So I slowly decreased the amount of carbs I was eating at a point that I wasn't eating like complete carbs. Full carbs, I mean like bread or rice, things like that, sugars. The carbs I was getting were from fatties. The goal is to eat not more than 20 grams of carbs a day. If you're very athletic, you're doing a lot of sport, maybe you can get away with 50. The goal is 20 or less. The little difference is that in other diets, I was able to eat carbs as long as you stick to the amount of calories you're supposed to eat to lose weight. And that's always the case. It's always a case of calorie in and calorie out. But with keto, carbs is not only with keto, but carbs are known to attract water, to keep water in your body. So when you eat carbs, when you eat sugars, your body will retain water. Because why am I getting puffier during the summer? Why do my feet and my face and my fingers look that big? And I knew it was a sugar problem. My sugar levels were completely out of balance. So I know my body had a problem with this. So when I was doing keto, I saw that that's indeed the problem because I was losing water so quickly when I started eating keto, when I started eating less carbs, no sugar, compared to the other diets where I was indeed eating below my calorie needs, but I was still eating carbs and still eating some sugars. And I will tell you, it was like in a week, I could see a difference. In a week, my body looked so different, and I was shocked. I was so shocked. I was like, this can't be real. This can't be real. And it was like this diet isn't good for me because I was feeling dizzy and I was feeling bad. I did some more research and I saw that when you're doing keto, at the beginning you can get the keto flu and you can get a lot of problems if you don't keep your electrolytes at a good level. So I incorporate that and I was fine. I'm telling you, this is the only diet that has done this for me. The only diet I've seen so much results. I'm even shocked when I'm thinking about it. I'm wearing clothes I was able to wear when I was 20. I'm 32 right now. And it's not like my goal is to reach the body I had when I was 18, but it's the mindset. Like if you want, you can do that. And I saw with this diet that if I keep doing it as I was very consistently as the beginning, I will be able to reach the body I had when I was 18. So don't let anyone tell you like it's hard, it's not healthy, it's this, it's that. Um, if you don't feel good in your body, if you're tired of rubbing against each other, you're getting all kind of sweaty, you're sweaty when you're walking, you're feeling your cheeks going up and down. You can feel in your body that it's not how you the way you're supposed to be feeling in your body. You're not happy about your body. Do something about it, okay? Do something about it. It's for me, like I'm telling you, I'm sharing my story. For me, this is what worked, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I won't say it's an easy diet, but it's not about easy. It's about getting the results. I saw the results. I still see them, they are in shock, like, how did you lose this amount of weight? How come? Are you sick? Are you this? Are you that? No, babe, I'm getting healthy and happier because this is how I'm supposed to be looking. So, yes. Um, and one thing I have to say though, if you move from like third world countries, you will see that people we eat different here in Europe. In the West, we eat different here, and most of the time you will eat processed food. So I was thinking like, how come I gained so much weight when I was in Europe compared to when I was in South America, the Caribbean region? How come I didn't gain so much weight there? And then it clicked. In in my home country, we eat very clean. We eat vegetable, meat, healthy meat, rice, lots of food, not much processed food. But when I came to Europe, my diet switched. We eat different here in this part of the world. So it's not like it's unhealthy, but it's a change in your diet, and you will see that in your body, you will feel that. And in my case, I started gaining weight because of this diet. It was a very different diet than I had in my home country. So that's the case. That's one case why I was keep gaining weight. The other reason why I was keep gaining weight is of the different pregnancies I had, my hormone level being off and up and everywhere, all over the place. That was one reason, and the other reason was me moving less, because in my home country I walked a lot. It's very different to compare, but it's a completely different lifestyle. There are more factors that will contribute to gaining weight. Remember that. So that's my story. I hope it motivates you to lose your weight and to become the better self that you want. The keto diet, I will put it in the description box. What I did exactly, what my diet is, and how I was breaking down. If you want to know more about this and how I lost the 10 kgs, what I did exactly, like diet wise, sport, you name it, please comment. So I will let you know. Okay, bye.